Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am here with my project for the One Sketch Challenge. Now, this is an open collab and it's hosted by lovely Lisa at Crafting Diva. And I have joined in with it a few times last year when it's been running all last year. But this year I've officially joined the gang, and I think there's about 17 of us now who should all be launching a video right about now where we're sharing what we've made using the sketch that Lisa has provided us with. So if you don't know what a sketch is, this is the sketch. So this is what we have to make, some kind of project using this as a template. Now it's designed for a sort of a square card. You wouldn't need to though, you could use, you could adapt it to fit a different shape. You could put it on a 3D project, a scrapbook page, a card, whatever you like. I have made cards for this this month, but there you go. So that is the sketch. Now I've got two cards that I've made and one that I thought I would put together on camera. So I'll show you the ones I've made first of all. So first of all, I made this teeny tiny little one. So you can see there what I've done is I have turned it on its side. So I've used some daffodil paper which came, it came with a magazine, I think. I want to say last year, maybe longer ago than that, but I thought it had these pretty daffodils. And I just recently bought myself this die set, which I've got it. This one, can't remember what it's called. I think it's called something like Mini Daffodils or something. It's a Marianne Designs. And so I cut out 3 little daffodils and I used a Marianne stamp that said Hello Spring. And I thought that would just be a handy wee card if I needed one to put in with an ATC or just something to put in with some Happy Mail. So that is a teeny tiny one that I've made. Now this month Lisa had a bit of a crafty clear out, and she was selling some bits and pieces, and I don't know where I've put it, but she sold me a set of stamps from Woodware which were kind of Japanese, I think, anyway. So this I have made using those. So what I did was I stamped and embossed some fans in the background, just in white. It's maybe not very clear. If you hear rustling in the background, it's the cat. There you go. That's a bit better. And then I just used some Distress Oxide inks and gave a bit of a delicate inky splodgy background. Is away. Not interested. And then I used sort of corresponding inks to colour in this little lady, and I fussy cut it out. And I used grey rather than anything too harsh to matte and layer. And I have just stuck these strips onto it. The last card I'm going to make, I have cut the panels, but this one I just stuck it on as a solid and added these stripes. And then this little sentiment, which apparently says happy birthday, it does have it in English underneath. I just added that on, so that kind of breaks the sketch a wee bit. And I've just finished it off with a few wee Nuvo drops because I am addicted to Nuvo drops. So that is the second one. Now I'm going to pause you and lower you down, and then I'll show you the third one. Okay, hopefully that is working. So for this one, I am using some papers from the berry box that I showed just the other day in a video from Under the Rowan Tree. I'll link that video in the description. So I've already cut out my pieces because I'm terrible at measuring stuff. So I've cut myself a gold panel, and I've cut my 4 panels for the front, and I've also cut a panel to go on the top, and this is just the reverse of that paper, so I thought that's going to complement. I've got a little bit of black card behind that, and then for a focal image I had this die set, which I have had for years and I don't think I've ever used it. So I've just used one of the lantern dies and I cut that out. I've cut it out in one of the patterned papers, just the top bit, in black and in gold, and this is a gold panel that I've cut it from, that this will go on top of and cover it up. So that's what I've done. The other thing to mention is that I bought myself second-hand on eBay this little, I think it's called Baby Blue by Tattered Lace, and it's just a little mini die cutting machine, and I used that to cut out the lanterns, and it's been brilliant. It just arrived at the end of the week. In fact, I think it arrived at the weekend, so I'm just getting to grips with it, but it's great, and it's so much less work turning the handle and die cutting with it. I've got a Big Shot Plus, which I love, but it is quite hard going on my... still get my tennis elbow every now and again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little black layer around that just to make it stand out a wee bit. So I've got my glue here, and I'll stick these down. And then I can just cut them out easy. Yeah. I was thinking I should challenge myself to do something that isn't a card, but I couldn't quite think of what I would do for that. So while that's kind of setting a little bit, I'm going to layer up my little lantern. So I thought I'd quite like to just get rid of that bit. So it's got a sort of goldy tassel, and I think I want it to have the gold handle too. So I'm just going to trim those off and glue that on, like so. And my idea with the black layer was just to give a wee shadow behind it. Let me just check them all. Yeah, it's still in shot because I am really good at filming myself completely out of shot. Which is annoying. So there we go, that's that. And then just stick that on that panel. And then this one on here. So it's just a very subtle. This glue does tend to dry out if you don't put the lid on. Okay, so now that this should be I just want a very fine black layer around it. Let me I'm at that age, I need all the lighting I can get. There we go. So yeah, I think that stands out a bit better. Nice. So yeah, do you like using card sketches? I used to join in with all sorts of challenges with card sketches and whatnot. And then I kind of, my blog, I've just not really used my blog very much, it's just where I used to do it. However, I think I'm going to start up a new blog, a Blogspot blog. I used to have one on WordPress, well it's still there, but it got quite expensive to keep it up. I don't know if I'd clicked the wrong thing, but so I thought I might just start with a wee Blogspot, start again. A lot of the crafty blogs are on Blogspot. Maybe I can join in with some of the challenges there. Okay, so now I have to figure out which order these all went in. Tiny bit of gold in between. Maybe I needed a bigger gold square. Let me just trim these little borders down a tiny bit. But I must say, I think that the card sketches are great for if you are kind of needing a bit of inspiration. If you ever have times where you think, oh, I don't know where to get started. I am really bad for that. I buy something like a stamp set or a die set, and while I'm buying it, I've obviously got something in my head that I'm going to do. By the time it's arrived, I can't remember what that was, and I am at a loss, and I sit and I look at it and I leave it on my desk for weeks, and I look at it all the time and I think, what was I going to make with that? And sometimes all you really need is a bit of a slight bit of inspiration. And the great thing about a card sketch is it's sort of it gets away from that blank page kind of paralysis. You know, when you look at you're starting with kind of that card base and you've got your papers or whatever it is you want to use, but you can't think about how you're going to use that to fill the space. You're just a bit kind of, your mojo's gone missing. And that, I think, is the beauty of the card sketch. So there we go. I've got my card base, so I'm going to pop that down. I think I'm not going to stick a sentiment on this. I was going to do Happy New Year because it's nearly the Lunar New Year, but you know, I'm not going to send that to anybody. I don't have anybody that celebrates that. So what would be the point? This has got a bit of, looks a wee bit squint. So I think what I'll do is I'll just keep it, and then when I want to send it to somebody, I'll probably pop a sentiment on the front, or you know, I could put something there. I'm going to pop this bit up because it looks a bit flat. So yeah, so then I can put the right sentiment for the right occasion or person. Okay. So I'm gonna put these on. So if you would like to join in, all you need to do is use the hashtag that's in the title of this video and share your make. You can do that on, I suppose, on social media or on YouTube. So there we go. So that is the last one. So I've got a big card, a kind of medium card, and a totally wee card. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you like to use a card sketch, or let me know if you're going to join in with this challenge, and I'll know to keep an eye out for your video. But yeah, I hope that you found that a wee bit entertaining for today, and please hop on over and check out Lisa and the rest of the girls' videos, because I am sure there's going to be some gorgeous and creative makes in there. So thank you so much for watching. Take care now, and I'll be back very soon. Bye.